There is Anna Zagre of Belgium in lane 1. Tim Porter goes in lane 2, 12.82 in her heat. Will want to go a lot quicker here and reassert herself as British #1, with Enis Hill having gone quicker in the heat. There's Talai, Lena Talai of Belarus. World Championship bronze medalist last year, Talai. She really does overperform on the big occasions. Jasmine Stowers, 3 times Diamond League winner, 12.58 in her heat. Disaster at the US Championships for her as well. 9th fastest of all time. Nia Ali in the field 2. She won a heat in 12.69, remember. Ali going in 5. Kenny Harrison in lane 6. Well, what can she unleash here? 12.40, remember, in her heat to win that one. She has run 12.24 this year. That's just over a metre quicker. I wonder if she can go faster here. They do so often in the second race of an evening. Brianna Rollins there goes in lane 7. Rollins at 12.74 in a heat. She too capable of much quicker than that. She's a 12.26 athlete. Enis Hill introduced to this London crowd, and listen to that. She's rounding into good form. Her coach this morning saying he's really happy with her form. She's just short of races, needs competition now. There's Christy Castlin, completes the lineup in lane 9. Castlin, second in the US Olympic trials, 12.67 in her heat, the Atlanta athlete. So 10 barriers then between these athletes and the line. 100-meter hurdles final. That lineup from the far side again. In 1 is Anna Zagre of Belgium. In 2, Tiffany Porter of Britain. In 3, Elena Talai of Belarus. In 4, Jasmine Stowers of the USA. Nia Ali, her compatriot, in 5. Kenny Harrison, the world #1, goes in lane 6. What can she do here? Brianna Rollins goes in 7. Enis Hill is in 8, 2 away from the camera. And Christy Castlin in lane 9, to the right of picture. Another really good start from Kenny Harrison, 4th from left. She's already in the lead. Talai's going well, 3rd from right there. Oh, there's been a fall there. I think it was Stowers. But look at Kenny Harrison storming away with this, and look at the margin of victory. Watch the clock. 12.58 there for Kenny Harrison. Well, that was strange. The clock seemed to run on and on long after she'd gone through the line. I'd rather fancy it was quicker. 12.20, and the world record has gone. The trackside clock shows 12.20, and I think she's broken the world record. Kenny Harrison has done it. The most spectacular consolation for failing to make the US Olympic team in Rio. Eugene 2 weeks ago was a massive disappointment for Kenny Harrison, and she's just seen the news, and the world record has gone. 12.20, replaces the figures of Bulgaria's Jordanka Donkova from 1988, 12.21. Stuart Story, you were a high hurdler. I know you'll appreciate this. She's taken 1/100th of a second off the world record, and just checking the wind speed there, plus 0.3. She hardly got any help from the stadium breeze, but the crowd roared her home.
That was sensational. For those of you that look to hurdling, you won't see any better than that. Technically superb. I said of that in Eugene, that was the best it gets. Well, tonight it was even better than that. A sensational run. It looked quicker than 12.58. She must have dipped under the beam. It was absolutely superb. 12.20, Donkova's record from 88, thank goodness, is gone. She's so quick out of the blocks, and that was a young woman who's not even going to the Olympic Games. I mean, that is, I guess, one of the question marks against the American selection system, isn't it? I think the first 2 and leave 1 out, because that will reverberate around the world. A new world record. We don't see them very often these days. She promised it in Eugene, and she delivered it in London. Absolutely fabulous. 12.20. Kendra Harrison of the United States of America is the new world record holder for the 100-meter hurdles. A sensational moment on this first evening of this London Diamond League. A world record on the track in the sprint hurdles. I was there when Donkova broke that record in 1988, and I'm also here to watch it broken again.
Well, Stuart, The weird thing is the way her form disappeared at the US trials 2 weeks ago. I was in Eugene for the full fortnight, the 8 days of action that are in the middle of that fortnight of my time in the little Pacific Northwest city, and she looked a shadow of herself. But look at her here, fourth from left, Stewart. Very quick out of the blocks, absolute focus down that lane, lane 6, and she's got further and further away from the rest of them. So impressive, so quick between the barriers. And that gap, that margin of victory, dips perfectly at the line. That probably made the difference. 1/100th of a second is what? A couple of inches.
But her trail leg is so quick. You don't get a trail leg quicker than that. That is fabulous. Stowers goes down. Big disappointment there, but the story was right at the front. Fabulous, fabulous run. She felt it, she delivered it. Look at the way that leg comes down. When the trail leg comes through, it gets that lead leg down, and she's so quick in between the hurdles as well. How is she not going to the Olympic Games? How is that possible? Another look at that. We might as well look again at what is a fabulous world record. Super stuff. Look at that. Stowers goes down, but Kendra Harrison goes further and further and further away from a talented world-class field. Make no bones about it. She's beating athletes that have run 10.4, 12.4, 12.36. She says, oh no, did I? Yeah, I did. Yes, I have. I am the world record holder.
1, 2, 3, 4 for the USA there. Underlines their dominance in this discipline on the world scene, and how ironic that the first across the line in that new world record isn't going to Rio.